Right, welcome to my weekly video blog for today. And there isn't too much to report. It's been a a reasonable week, a week full of changes, definitely. But in terms of those changes, we're still up in the air, so it's not something that I can really comment on at the moment. The major thing that has happened this week has been at the allotment, where we have had other people, other members of the family, helping out. Last week it was suggested that we get rid of the two bins that are on our plot. They were supposed to be for manure, really, but we hadn't been using them. One of them I'd converted into a flower bank, and the other one was sort of basically just left. And they were falling apart, although, in fairness to us, they had been falling apart since before we inherited the plot. Anyway, some second-hand bins had cropped up on another plot, and would we like them to put in that space? And of course we said, well, yes, we would, but obviously, with time-wise, these next 2 weeks are extremely busy for me, extremely busy for the person who's also in it with me, so we couldn't really commit to actually getting that area ready. So we deferred, and another member of the family came in, and I've been down there this week, which is a week late, a week after we got that. And during the week, because of course I don't visit during the week after the equinox, which has just happened. So during that week, the whole thing's gone. It's been flattened. It's fantastic. It looks absolutely spectacular. And now we are just waiting on the delivery of these bins. They'll fit in a straight bit down from the apple tree down, and of course that still leaves us room to create a new manure bin, which we're actually probably going to use next year. So the winter weekend projects are well underway. That is fantastic. I'm just trying to think what else has happened. We're still waiting for the baby need to be an uncle, so that's happening, and I'm not sure what gender that's going to be or what name that's going to be, but we're overdue on that now, so any time, it could come any time. Terribly exciting time for me and for the whole sort of family, but we'll just have to wait and see. Just trying to think what else has happened, really. Obviously I am now walking home from work, and next week is the last week that I'm going in by bus and walking home by walking home, and then the week after we'll be back to walking both ways, which is all right, to be honest. My ankle's sort of held up, so it's just sort of, we're just taking things slowly and working our way back. But so this time next week we'll be back where we were at the start, which is fine, because that will be the end of the 12th week since it happened. So and I think, other than the birthdays, that's it this week. And the birthdays. But first, the fighter of the card for the last UFC event is definitely going to be Dominic Cruz on his victory, and it was outstanding as well. Just two other things to say about that card. One was a split decision, and it was, where are we? Oh yes, Brian Ebersol. He won the split decision, and I don't know if anybody cares enough to note that I think that was a bit controversial. A very close. To me, I don't mind, but I think that was a closer one to call than most. And poor Dustin Poirier, I do feel sorry for him. That was not particularly nice. I had hoped that he would win that one. Now, birthdays. A very happy birthday to everybody celebrating their birthday this week. Do eat lots of cake. We've got Michael Rossi, Paul Summersole, Michelle Brown, Matt Horrich, Tiago Alves, and Eric Koch. So, yes. Happy birthday to all of them.